So I found a squeal in the front of my car. I'll show you what it is, but I'll flip the camera and we'll have a look, hey? So hopefully this will make it a lot more quieter to drive. Anyway, I'm underneath. That's my harmonic balancer, but next to it we've got this guy. That's my air conditioning motor. This is the electromagnet that pulls the plate onto the pulley that turns your air conditioning. You can see the big wear mark on the bottom. This came loose. It's not anymore, I've tightened it up, but what happened is inside there, there's that bolt, and that little screw up there. There's 3 of them. All of them came loose, so I unscrewed them and I've put a little spring washer, these guys, underneath them, and a bit of Loctite on the thread, so hopefully they won't come loose anymore. But that's what was causing my squeal problem. And they're rubbing on the back of this guy. This is the pulley. So if you have a look here where the bearing seats, you can see that wear ring around there. It's nice and shiny in silver. Not too much damage, which is good. And then in there you can see the wear on the inside around the center in there. See it where it was all rubbing from being loose, but no major damage. It's only a little bit of wear, but we'll get the new pulley on and get the belt back on, the tensioner back on, and start the motor, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be a lot quieter. So that was my dilemma. So it's a weekend, I'm under the truck fixing the noise, but hopefully I found it. So that's the update on the truck. Hope this can help you in the future if you own one of these. I think it's a stupid design that they've shoved the air conditioning motor right down the bottom for it to cop all the mud, sand, dirt, water, whatever. It should have been up the top of the motor in my opinion, but you know, it was designed that way. But yeah, let's get her all back on and hopefully it will be good. We'll go from there. Welcome back. So we've got it back on, so I'll just flip the camera and I'll show you. Quite all on, but that pulley just pushes on to that, and on that you put that little circlip back in its groove. Belt's all back on, tensioner's on obviously, just that bolt up the top, and then you put a socket onto that nut with a ratchet, or I use a breaker bar for a bit more leverage. Then you can lever it to loosen off to slip your belt over here. I find it's easy to put your belt on every other pulley, loosen it, slip it onto the air conditioner motor. Now that that's all back on, we're just going to put the drive plate on, which just goes onto that little spigot, and then we put that little bolt into the spigot with that spring washer to lock it all up, and hopefully that squeak will disappear. So I got that wrong. The spring washer doesn't go on that bolt, it goes down in there to give that plate enough gap for when you push it up onto the spigot. So you put that in the back, line that up, and as you can see, it leaves just enough gap between this wheel and that, so when you activate the magnet, that plate gets sucked to the pulley, and that will drive your air conditioning pulley, which will make your air cold in the car. So we'll just tighten that up, and that is a 10mm bolt. So I'll just get the old ratchet. There's kids in the background.
Yeah. See that hill there, the proper one. That I have to use until I get a new one. Why don't you use it? Why aren't you wearing it? I hate it. I hate it. Paw Patrol is a baby child. No, it's not.
Oh, arguing about Paw Patrol. Oh, the life of kids, eh? Simple things. Oh, it's not the most comfortable spot. Get it up so it's tight enough. Nearly there. Nearly there. It's jobs like these you find out gravity actually works. Alright, there we go. Whew. There we go. All on. Belt back on. Right there. Belt's back on. She's pretty good. Yeah, we'll jump out. We'll give her a start. And hopefully we don't have any more squeaks. So get out from under the car. Come around here. We'll give her a coil light out. Out quiet. Job done. There we go. My squeak is now fixed. Very happy. Now to just clean up, pack up, get ready for dinner. So again, thanks for watching another video from the Adventure Wratts. I solved the squeak. If you haven't watched my last video, I mentioned the squeak in front of the engine. The car once I forget what I did in my last video. What did I replace? I can't remember. That's bad. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. If you haven't watched my last video, check it out because I do mention the squeal in the front of the car. This video we sorted that squeal. I was leaning towards a belt, but it wasn't the belt, it was actually the air conditioner pulley, as you saw. The magnet come loose, so we just pulled it all off, cleaned it all up, sanded out any of the excess metal that attached itself to that pulley, put it all back on, put the bolts back in, little screws back in with a bit of Loctite. I did take the spring washers back out, as I think they were pushing the nut out too far and the squeak was still there. So since doing that, giving it all a sand with the little Dremel drill with a bit of a sandpaper roller on it, backed it back in, and it seems like we're all good. So hope this helps you out, guys. It's just one of the reasons the front of the motor or car can squeak. 9 times out of 10 it is just a stretch belt and that'll slip, but in my case it was the air conditioner pulley. But yeah, it doesn't hurt to check both. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Adventure Wratts out. Cheers.